भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार. Om Mandli Sachchi Geeta Murli. 6th September 2025. Morning class 27th April 1968. Om Namah Shivaya. Beloved children, achieving liberation, merging into the divine light, becoming one with Brahma. These concepts that people teach are mere illusions. There are countless beliefs and religions, each with its own path. People often say, your path and destiny are yours to know. But you understand the true elevation that comes from following Srimad, divine guidelines. When you invite the Father into your lives, you will also come to know. Now the Father has come to impart this Srimad, which you children are privileged to understand. Om Namah Shivaya. The spiritual father is having a spiritual conversation with the spiritual children, or we can say that teaching them Raj Yoga. You have come to learn Raj Yoga from the unlimited father, so your intellect should be directed towards him. This is divine knowledge for souls. The father says, become soul conscious, not body conscious. Earlier, you were body conscious. At this confluence age, the Father makes you soul conscious. You understand the difference between being soul conscious and body conscious. The Father explains that the soul plays its role through the body. The soul studies, not the body. But due to being body conscious, people don't understand that it's the soul that studies. They think the body studies and teaches. The one who teaches you is formless and his name is Shiv. Shiv Baba doesn't have a physical body. All other souls say, this is my body. The soul says, this is my body. Other than this spiritual education, there are many physical studies with various subjects. There are different names for those studies like matriculation, BA, etc. But here there's only one name and the Father teaches only one study. Since the Father teaches, you have to remember him. The unlimited Father who teaches us is named Shiv. It's not that he is beyond name and form. When people say someone is beyond name and form, it's like naming a body after someone. But Shiv Baba's case is different. All others have bodily names, but he is the one formless Father named Shiva. Even when he comes to teach, his name remains a Shiv. This body isn't his. There's only one God, not 10 or 20. People have given him many forms and names, even calling him a dog or cat, or saying he took many incarnations. Just like people have wandered in the path of devotion, the Father says, I too have been made to wander. According to the drama, his words are all calm. He explains how much slander and blasphemy people have committed against him. People claim to do selfless service, but the Father says, no one can do selfless service except me. Whoever does something receives its fruits. Now you are receiving the fruit. This is saying that God gives the fruit of devotion because God is the ocean of knowledge. In the path of devotion, there are scriptures based on rituals. You have been performing rituals for half a cycle. Now, this knowledge is like a study. This study is received only once from one Father. The Father makes you the best of humans at the confluence age and then departs. This is knowledge and devotion is different. You did devotion for half a cycle, and now those who don't do devotion get confused thinking maybe something will happen if they don't do it, and they might even die. The Father says that blind faith in devotion has led you to degradation. People say, please come and make the impure pure and lead us to liberation. Devotion and knowledge are different. Devotion is the night, half a cycle, and knowledge is the day, half a cycle. If there's a kingdom of Rama that's unlimited, then the kingdom of Ravana is also unlimited, and both last for the same duration. Because people are indulgent, the population keeps increasing and the lifespan decreases. To control population growth, various measures are devised. You children know that reducing the population is the father's job, not humans. Humans don't even understand this. You too have only recently understood. The father's role is to reduce the vast world population. He comes specifically to reduce it. Humans pray, Father, come and reduce the population. But they don't understand anything. The Father reduces the population drastically, and only a few humans remain on earth while the rest of the souls return to their home. They come back to play their roles in sequence. Just like in a play, those whose parts come later arrive late. Similarly, here too, those whose parts are in the later stages come later. The ones who have leading roles in the beginning come in Satyuga and so on. In this season, you children are being taught knowledge, and in the morning you sit in remembrance, which is like a drill. You have to remember your father. Forget the word yoga as it confuses people. They say, I can't focus my yoga. The father says, isn't remembering the father a good thing? If you don't remember him, how will you become pure? The Father is the purifier. Saints and sages sing, O purifier of the impure, Rama. They clap and go to the Ganges for a bath. When they give speeches, they earn a lot. Sannyasis wear simple robes and householders give them offerings, but there's no real benefit. There are many gurus, but the true guru is the one unlimited Father. If he is omnipresent, then where does the concept of a true guru come from? These are all matters of devotion through which humans attain degradation. It's not about blaming that. Why is there a path for devotion? No, the Father explains the beginning, middle, and the end of this eternal and indestructible drama. This is a tree of various religions and humans. You children remember that all humans in the world are actors. There is no need to mention animals. There are countless humans, and calculations are made about their population growth. Based on current numbers, they calculate how much the population will increase in a year. If it keeps growing like this, there won't be enough space. That's when the Father says, I come to limit the population. There's a limit number. When all souls come down, our home becomes empty. And I come. When I am here, all the remaining souls also come down. The tree of humanity never dries up. It keeps evolving. In the end, when no one is left there, this tree will be destroyed and everyone will live. In the new world, there are very few humans, but now there are countless. Bodies keep changing and souls take births according to their past karmas. No one except the Father can explain how this world drama works. Even among children, understanding varies based on their efforts. The unlimited drama is vast and there is so much to understand. The unlimited Father is the highest of all, an ocean of knowledge. Others have limited knowledge and create limited scriptures. If you were to write down everything the father explains. It would fill countless papers and create a massive Geeta. It would be impossible to lift or print. That's why it's said that even if the ocean becomes ink and all trees becomes pens, it wouldn't be enough to describe all. There's also a saying about birds drinking up the ocean. Those are all fictional stories. You are like birds observing knowledge from the ocean of knowledge and digesting it. Some observe a lot while others observe a little. But it's not like those birds will dry up the ocean. All these are baseless stories from the path of devotion, not logical. People become so foolish that the Father says, "You have become like wild animals, but now you are becoming something extraordinary. You have become Brahmins, received knowledge, and understood too so much. Even when you explain to others, they don't believe that such things are possible. You have been doing this business cycle after cycle, studying and making efforts. There's no scope for anything else or more in this study. Whatever effort you put it in determines your destiny. Each one understands how much effort they are making and how much status they'll attain. In school too, students pass exams based on their efforts. You know that some become part of the sun destiny while others become part of the moon dynasty. You know that some become part of the sun dynasty while others become part of the moon dynasty. Those who fail become part of the moon dynasty. Some can't even understand why Rama is depicted with arrows. It's all part of the history of violence. In this era, there's violence everywhere, and the worst is the violence of lust, which shortens life. You know that in the golden age, life doesn't end abruptly. You leave one body and take another. If you are in the subjects category, you will know you will take birth in that category. In the ignorant age, people don't understand these things, but they do know that they will receive the fruits of their actions. If someone builds a hospital, they might get a long and healthy life in their next birth. If someone builds a school or a rest house, they will get temporary happiness for one birth. Here, children come and the father asks them how much children they have. They say they have three children, but one of them is the father himself because he gives and takes inheritance. It's all about calculation. The father doesn't take anything but gives immense wealth in return for a handful of rice. That's why he is called Bholanath. Shiva and Shankar are often confused, but Shiva isn't called Bholanath like Shankar. Shankar is. People pray to Shankar to fill their laps with wealth, but they won't pray to Shiva like that because he is considered beyond name and form. It's said about Shankar that he destroys everything with just one glance. He resides in the subtle world while you are here. So, how can he fill your lap with wealth? Shankar doesn't come here, he has no role in this world. He isn't called the ocean of knowledge or the purifier of the impure. The Father says, I will tell you the essence of all the devotion related images and scriptures. I give the fruit of devotion, but it's temporary and short lived. Sannyasis and others say that pleasures are like kagavrishta, crow's excrement. So they renounce worldly life. They say we don't want heaven's pleasures if it means coming back to hell. We want liberation. You should understand that this is an eternal drama and no soul can escape it. It's a predetermined play and people sing about it being Bani Banai, preordained. In this drama, there is no need for worry, but in the path of devotion, people are always worried. Whatever happens in devotion will happen again. You know that you continue to take 84 births in this cycle, and it never stops. This drama is predetermined and you can't change your path. It's not like you can say something and change the outcome. Liberation emerging into the light or dissolving into Brahma, these are all myths created by people. There are many opinions and religions, and people say your path and destiny are for you to know. But you know that through Srimad, divine guidance, you attain liberation. When the Father comes, you become pure, study, and attain liberation. Right now, you are in degradation. Once liberation is attained, no one calls out for it again. People don't even understand what their degradation is. They are suffering a lot. You children know that a mountain of suffering will collapse. There's a saying about a bloody, meaningless game. They also depict the Govardhan mountain being lifted with a finger, but they don't understand its meaning. You few children transform the mountain of suffering into gold. Your role is significant and your praise is greater because you are the majority. You endure suffering and now you have to give the charm of controlling others to everyone. Now you children have to give the charm of controlling others to everyone. There is a saying, Tulsi Das grants sandalwood and gives the tilak to Raghuveer. You receive the tilak through your efforts in Raj Yoga. You are studying to attain royalty, and no sannyasi can teach royalty. Only the one Father can teach it. You are sitting at home, and this is like a school or study hall. No Brahmin woman can bring an impure person here because they would pollute the atmosphere. There's a story about this. Until one becomes pure, they aren't allowed. If you become pure, it's good. If you remain impure, you'll fall and won't be able to imbibe knowledge. This is like cursing oneself by following Ravana's dictates. Those who are lustful follow Ravana's dictates. When they abandon Rama's teachings and follow Ravana, they become stone like intellect. The scriptures are filled with stories, and many are entertaining but also frightening, like the Garuda Purana, which is meant to scare people. The Father says that humans become humans, they don't become animals or anything else. The scriptures are full of blind faith, which is why it's called the path of blind faith. In education, there's no blind faith. Students go to study, pass, and earn money. You have come to God, who is your teacher and true Guru. He is the Supreme Father, teacher, and Guru. The Supreme is the highest. The worldly Father isn't called Supreme. The Supreme Father, teacher, and Guru are one and the same, and studying from him will give you the highest status. It should remain in your intellect that God is teaching you. Good spiritual fathers, love and greetings to the spiritual children. Namaste. Blessing. Become a determined soul. What's the sign of a determined soul? They see everything clearly, knowing the outcome, and remain carefree. They never worry about what, why, and or how. They stay firm on the Father and the drama and remain intoxicated with the spiritual pride. Om Namah Shivaya.